But I warn the government, as the minister has warned us, that watch the weather. The more that you injure and aim and maim our people who have done nothing to you, but try to be good service to white people. We've been good service to white people. We work for them real good. We stay overtime. But we stay in between time to make sure Master's house is in order. We even got someone in the White House now that's making sure that Master's house is in order. But the big thing that we need to realize now is that we've got to stand up, and America can no longer continue to treat us this way and there not be repercussions. It's reaping time. But we've got to do our part. We can't sit back and watch. We got to get up now and go out and take charge of this responsibility, take care of this case, and then go after those who don't have the strength to stand up for themselves. I go to some of the prisons and see some of our brothers that are rotting away because they don't have family members that have the strength to stand up for them, even though they may not have done anything. And our mother here has done her job and continues to do her job. So she represents not only her daughters, but she represents those untold thousands that are locked away in prison today. So we've got to stand up now. There's no time for us to sit down. There's no time for us to lay back. As the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, we cannot sit down. We cannot lay down. We must get up and do something for ourselves. Assalamu alaikum.
Free the Scott sisters! Free the Scott sisters, Haley Mama! Free the Scott sisters, Chris Hunt! Free the Scott sisters now!
Next we will hear from writer Ernest McBride.
Good afternoon. I'm representing the Jackson Advocate. Mrs. Alice Tisdale, the publisher, is supposed to be here, but she had conflict in her schedule. Charles Tisdale, the late publisher of the Jackson Advocate, had taken this case up way back, shortly after it went to trial, back in 93, 94. And he raised the clarion call for justice at that time. And it has been going on. It died, and then it waned, and it waned again. But we're trying to get on top of it. We're trying to get all the messages out we possibly can, and we really appreciate the work that people from the Justice Cause, Ms. Nancy Lockhart and Natty Reb and the others have done. But we're going to continue to do whatever we can to get this word out about the injustice done to the Scott sisters. And currently, I had to rush and get an article in this Wednesday's paper. I heard a broadcast on Rip Daniels' radio show. I thought that was a live broadcast coming out of Jamie coming from the prison, but I understand that that broadcast was made a year ago. And so I made an error by reporting it as being a live broadcast on Wednesday morning. But anyway, the account of the report from Jamie and how she accounted for her involvement, how she got entrapped in this whole thing, is included in that little story. Just a brief summary of it. And I want to thank you, and I encourage you to read the Jackson Advocate, because we will be following this story. And thank you also, Ms. Rasco and the Scott family, for allowing us to have entree to the information that you have.
Thank you. Free the Scott sisters now. Again, with the letter writing campaign, these letters are going to go to the governor. But first, we're going to receive the letters so that we can collect them into the thousands to give to the governor, Haley Barbour.
That's right.
And the letters should be sent to
440 North Mill Street, Jackson, Mississippi 39202. That's 440 North Mill Street, Jackson, Mississippi 39202.
and they should be sent to the attention of Attorney Chokwe Lumumba. Next and last, we're going to have a warrior queen that's going to speak to us and bless us with her presence. She is a strong woman and a strong mother and grandmother who has stood the test of time and is standing with her daughters. But before I bring her up, let me reiterate that Jamie's health condition is dire.
Yes.
And she must be set free, as Gladys must be set free. We must reconcile this. We must right this tragic wrong. And I give you Mrs. Evelyn Roscoe.
All right. Free the Scott sisters.
Today, I'm a little hoarse, so excuse me. But I came today first as a mother and as a grandmother. I came to plead to the governor of Mississippi to please release Jamie and Gladys. I went to see Jamie Wednesday. Jamie's condition is very bad. I watched her be put out of a bus in back of the building of the visitation room. I watched her step out of the bus. She staggered when she first stepped out of the bus. I saw her walk to the visitation room with a bad limp where barely she could hardly walk. Jamie has went through so much with her sickness. The state of Mississippi has not gave her a sufficient medical care, not from day one when her kidneys shut down. Jamie has received 6 cancers that have been infected. Everyone has been infected. Now the cancer has been placed in her groin area, which the doctors related to Jamie that they could not leave it there because if they do, she would die. So now Jamie is going to receive another surgery next week on her arm to try to put the stent in her body somewhere else because all the top of her body, her veins have collapsed due to the poor care of the Mississippi Department of Correction, which they could have gave Jamie better medical care, that she would not be in this situation that she's in right now. And I just want to say to the state of Mississippi, if Jamie is permitted to die, then the state of Mississippi has committed murder.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right.
Murder on someone that never physically touched anyone. They never physically robbed anyone. The whole state case revolved around that Jamie and Gladys told these young men to do this. And even if they did tell them to do it, why should they not be took with a double life sentence? It's inhuman. It's inhuman. It's inhuman for the state of Mississippi. It's inhuman for all y'all officials to let this happen.
That's right.
They need to stop playing politics and let them girls go home.
That's right.
I want to introduce y'all to Jamie and Gladys' children and grandchildren.
Look what they done to the family. Even if don't nobody else want to say something, I'm Gladys Scott's oldest daughter, Olivia Flake, and just like my grandmother said, to let my mom and my auntie rot in prison, it's inhuman.
That's
and
right.
If my auntie Jamie do die,
That's
then
right.
they would be committing murder.
That's right.
I'm going to tell everybody, I'm going to tell these judges, these lawyers, and everybody else who holding the Scott sisters down. Only death will keep us from it.
That's right.
Right.
Only
We're
that.
not stopping until they out. Because
That's right.
what they did to us, to me, to my sister was born in prison. My mother could not comfort herself.
Have mercy.
She handcuffed to the bed. That's
Have
how you treat dogs. You don't treat
That's
women,
right.
black women, who
No,
ain't
you
never
don't.
done nothing. My mama ain't never been a man. And for me as a little girl to watch the police snatch her from
Have
me,
mercy.
to go through
Have
that
mercy on you
story,
all.
I'm emotionally handicapped, but I'm standing here today. And I'm telling everybody, I'm not scared. I'm
That's
not
right.
scared to stand up here and speak for my mom's right. Because
That's
they didn't
right.
ever try to say anything.
That's right.
And now I'm her voice if I have to be.
That's right.